Hello everybody, Aaron here with Rams manager Chris Willcock. We've just been told we're in the alleyway of the Droylsden clubhouse. I'm not quite sure what that means, but what I am so sure about is that Ramsbottom have come through another comfortable win, would you say, here against the Bloods?
I think it's ended up comfortable. I thought first half the conditions played a massive part in our team play. We had to force our way out under real strong wind today, which we didn't have our flowing passing game that we've come to expect over the last dozen games or so. But it was pleasing to come in at 1-0 at half time. I thought we defended well first half, with no chances created against us under strong pressure from the conditions, and a Droylsden team who really wanted to get the ball down and pass it, and put us under pressure at times throughout the first half. Go on, sorry.
Josh Hamami was the scorer for the first goal. Feels though you had to be really patient, something that perhaps in scoring 2 or 3 goals early on over the past few games, something that's maybe you've needed to add to your game.
Yeah, I mean the move for the goal that we created in the first half was very, very good. I said to him, I thought we overplayed in the final third when we got ourselves into good areas. That was typical us with our movement and quality, and Josh then showed some really good composure to get in and do what he's been doing over the last dozen games or so. So that was pleasing. Clean sheet at half time. And then second half, I just thought we controlled the game. We limited them to just one opportunity on the counter attack when the game got stretched. Outside of that, we scored a couple more goals, which I was really pleased for Ruben as well to go back to back now, scoring. That'll certainly help his confidence. And overall, it was a comfortable win in the end.
Feels as if over the past dozen games Josh Hamami has transformed as a player. Feels as though maybe he had a slow start to his life as a Rammy player. Have you seen him evolve since he came to the club?
Obviously since he's come back into the team, and the team's been playing well, his confidence has grown off the back of that. Early season when the team was a bit up and down with regarding results, he was finding it difficult to really show some consistency in what he was doing. Once he got his opportunity through injuries to come in and step into a team that was playing very well, you could see that the pressure was off him, and his confidence started to grow. And you've seen once he started scoring frequently, his confidence has gone through the roof.
You mentioned in the first half perhaps the front players overpassing or taking that one step too many in the final third. Do you think that's maybe because when Ramsbottom are playing teams now, they're sitting back, 11 men behind the ball? Do you think perhaps teams playing very defensive, holding a strong defensive line, do you think that maybe leads to playing too many passes?
No, not really. I didn't feel that Droylsden defended deep to suffocate us. I just felt we got ourselves into some really good situations where when we've been scoring 4 and 5, we've done things very quickly, and we've done things in 2 passes instead of 4. And today, I just felt we overplayed first half when we got ourselves into certain areas. We didn't make things happen. We decided to play an easy pass when really I wanted us to make something happen with an opportunity. Off the back of that, second half we controlled it, and we looked more potent in the second half, definitely.
At the start of the year, there was the games against Pickering, and then I think it was Dunstan and Trafford conceding 3 or 4 goals a game, 2, 3, 4 goals a game, struggling. So back-to-back clean sheets must be fantastic for you.
Yeah, 2 things I wanted from the team talk to kick off was a clean sheet, and also the 3 points, and we got both. So I can't argue with that.
What have you got coming up for the lads over the next few weeks? They've got 3 home games coming up now. Will you be glad to get back onto home soil, or do you not bother when you're top of the league?
No, I think playing home or away when your team's confident, you always look to look forward to the next game. From our point of view, we've been sensational at home. I've wanted an improvement in our away performances. We've certainly got that since the turn of the year, and hopefully we can maintain that between now and the end of the season.
Is the confidence amongst the lads the highest it's been since you joined the club?
Yeah, it's been steadily growing over the last 15 games, and when you put a run like we've done together and the amount of goals we're scoring, you can't not but feel confident walking out in a Rammy shirt at the moment.
Were you surprised to see the game end 11 versus 11?
No, I think the coming together with the tackle late on was. I thought the referee probably got it right. I felt he was really petty with the other yellow cards. I'll be honest with you. I said that to him at the end of the game. I didn't feel it was a game where it was worth 5 yellows for both teams. It was played in a good spirit, some good football at times from both teams, but it was slightly mistimed. But there was nothing malicious in there, and I think the sounding of the boots coming together probably made it sound and maybe look a little bit more malicious than it was. So no, I think he got it right. I just felt the other yellow cards in the game, he was very picky regarding that. The first time we made a mistimed tackle, we got yellow carded for. Early on in the game, the Droylsden lads had mistimed 3 or 4, which was nothing out of the ordinary. But he decided not to give a yellow card out at that point. So the consistency of, for both teams wasn't there. But overall, we'll take the 3 points and move on.
As far as I'm aware, you can correct me if I'm wrong, this is the 3rd consecutive game in which you've started with the same 11. Are you perhaps telling us that you've got your strongest side out between now and possibly the next few games?
No, I mean, we've been striving for consistency with the starting 11, certainly. The 11 that started in the last 3 games have shown, what we've been looking for. The lads that have been coming off the bench have really been contributing as well at certain times in the run that we've been on. So collectively, I could make 3 changes now with the confidence of the squad, and they'd come in and I'm sure perform at the same level.
Tadcaster, in a week's time, they're a team like Ramsbottom up towards the top of the league, challenging for promotion. Be a difficult game. You've talked about, I think it was last week against Workington, the results against the teams at the top of the table have been at times mixed, with some wins, some draws and some losses. What are your thoughts ahead of that game next week?
It was a tough game at their place. I mean, they played very well first half. We never got going after half time. We then got ourselves back in the game and dominated it, and probably could have gone on and won it, but no, it was a fair contest on the day. Both teams had 45 minutes of very good quality, and they're still up there, they're still challenging for a playoff place, and they'll be looking at it and thinking they can come to Ramsbottom and pick something up and maintain what they're doing for the playoff places.
Well, I think 12 or 13 games to go till the end of the season. Have you got in mind a point total figure that you think you'll need to go up?
No, I've not looked at that at all. We've not looked that far ahead. All we're doing is just we'll focus on our preparation for Tadcaster. Look to get 3 points, and then move on to the next game. We've not talked about anything else. We didn't talk about any team talk going top of the league prior to kick-off. It was just more the same. Can we maintain that that type of consistency that's got us to where we are?
Okay, well, thanks for joining me, Chris, and we'll see you very, very soon. I'm not here next week, so it'll probably be the 15th.
Okay, I'll see you then, mate.
All right,
Thanks
see you
very much
soon.
indeed.
Thanks, Chris.
Cheers.